Monkeypox, an infomercial. Or, how many jabs until we win by decision? Sir, you will either die on the gallows or of the pox. That, my lord, depends on whether I embrace your principles or your mistress. John Wilkes to the Earl of Sandwich, Parliament, November 1763. Hello to all my pandemic-weary patrons, virus-tired viewers, and ailment-dodging attendees. We have weathered ludicrous lockdowns, migraine-inducing mask mandates, disastrous supply chain disruptions, calamitous store closures, insipid inflation, shocking shrinkflation, repugnant political circuses, and the various other happenings of the last 2 tumultuous years. Good heavens! Time for a breather. But wait, there's more.
But wait! There's more!
The government has convinced most Americans to become vaccinated against coronavirus, with many people receiving up to 4 or 5 jabs for maximum protection. This being in addition to the jabs for the flu and other more common health concerns. Now comes another contender to join the nationwide jab fest. Monkeypox, a close relation to smallpox not commonly seen in the Western Hemisphere, is quickly spreading across the US and other parts of the globe. Its defining and most famous symptom being the formation of a rash or lesions on the skin. According to Centers for Disease Control, quote, people with monkeypox get a rash that may be located on or near the genitals or anus and could be on other areas like the hands, feet, chest, face, or mouth. The rash will go through several stages, including scabs, before healing. The rash can initially look like pimples or blisters and may be painful or itchy. Other symptoms of monkeypox can include fever, chills, swollen lymph nodes, exhaustion, muscle aches and backache, headache, and respiratory symptoms, for example sore throat, nasal congestion, or cough. You may experience all or only a few symptoms. Sometimes, people have flu-like symptoms before the rash. Some people get a rash first, followed by other symptoms. Others only experience a rash. Monkeypox symptoms usually start within 3 weeks of exposure to the virus. If someone has flu-like symptoms, they will usually develop a rash 1 to 4 days later. Monkeypox can be spread from the time symptoms start until the rash has healed, all scabs have fallen off, and a fresh layer of skin has formed. The illness typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks. The preferred vaccine to protect against monkeypox is Jynneos, which is a 2-dose vaccine. It takes 14 days after getting the second dose of Jynneos for its immune protection to reach its maximum. End quote.
I have a lot to put right. Then again, we live in the 23rd century. Problem solved.
Damn it, Jim!
So, 4, possibly 5, jabs for the coronavirus. Up to 2 for the flu. 2 jabs for monkeypox. And with the polio virus making a re-emergence, having been found in wastewaters in New York State, and the resulting state of emergency that was declared, even more jabs are being recommended for that illness as well.
They jab you for this, and they jab you for that. If you're asking me, it's a pain in the prat.
Moreover, in a callback to my shrinkflation video, it has been proposed that those people seeking the monkeypox vaccine can receive a smaller dose in order to stretch the supply. As quoted from CNN. Quote, with more than 10,000 monkeypox cases in the United States and vaccine demand remaining high, Jynneos has been in short supply for weeks. The new injection strategy allows healthcare providers to give shallow injections intradermally, in between layers of the skin, with 1/5 the standard dose size instead of subcutaneously, into the fatty layer below the skin, with a larger dose. Yet the specific efficacy data for the vaccine is not clear, and some experts argue that not enough is known about how the low-dose intradermal strategy might affect the protection it provides in the real world. Even at the original dosage size, there is no traditional assessment of this vaccine, Dr. Robert Califf, Commissioner of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, said Tuesday. It's approved for emergency purposes based on studies of immune responses, not clinical outcomes, because there haven't been smallpox or monkeypox outbreaks large enough to test it. In a series of tweets Thursday, Califf said the alternative dosing regimen will allow more people to get vaccinated and protected. The White House cited a clinical study published in 2015 that showed that 2 doses given intradermally at 1/5 the full amount produced a similar immune response to 2 full doses given subcutaneously, meaning people in both groups responded to vaccination in a similar way. The intradermal route may increase the number of available doses in an emergency situation, the study's findings say. End quote. Having said that, the CNN article goes on to state that the efficacy of the Jynneos vaccine is unknown. This is due to the fact that the vaccine was originally meant to protect a population against weaponized smallpox infections. Quote, the efficacy of Jynneos for the prevention of monkeypox originally was tested in animals that were exposed to the virus, and it can be inferred from antibody responses seen in people who participated in smallpox clinical studies. But the Jynneos vaccine was originally developed to contribute to the nation's defense against smallpox as a bioterrorism response effort, so there still isn't much data on exactly how well it protects against monkeypox infection, even with a subcutaneous dose. There is no formal clinical efficacy data with the monkeypox vaccine, but that's not a criticism of the vaccine. In fact, I think it's a testament to the vaccine development efforts that we actually have a vaccine for monkeypox already, largely before this major outbreak occurred, said Dr. Dan Baruch, director of the Center for Virology and Vaccine Research at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston. The FDA approved the Jynneos vaccine in 2019 to prevent smallpox and monkeypox disease, but the approval was mostly to offer a smallpox vaccine option that does not contain live virus. End quote. So, the current response to the spread of monkeypox is 2/5. 2/5. Given over 2 doses, of a vaccine which wasn't even designed for it. Better than nothing, but does not inspire confidence.